Right, so we'll get going. Then if anyone joins a little bit later on, we can always catch them up. So a little bit of space is all you're going to need to start with. Let me make sure I'm not going to whack my lamp. Right, so feet about hip width apart. Going to look to squat down nice and low. Stretch up nice and high. One long full range of motion. Just getting the body moving. Straight into those. So squatting down nice and low, stretching up nice and high. Oh, there we go. There we go. Jackie's just connected. Spot on. So just stretching off for the minute. Squatting down nice and low. Reaching up nice and high. Full range of motion. Getting the whole body moving before we start. And relax off there. Next one, what you're going to do, you're going to step into a lunge, dip down, twist over your forward knee, and just alternate that forward foot. Stepping in, dipping down, twisting over the front knee. Working through those. Don't worry about these being super quick. We're getting loads and loads of reps done. Just focus on the movements. Just got one more person joined. I'll let them get in. Go, spot on. Just join in with the stretches as we go. Just getting the body warm for the minute, making sure everything's moving. And even out on those. Next one, I'll show easier. You're going to want a light. Oh, let them connect. There we go. And all you want is a light bend forward, holding over, left back arch, all down to the toes, standing up into a white shape. Folding over, light bend and knee, all the way down, toes, that way. Maybe let's make sure everyone's connected from who's joined then.
I think you might have to mute people because there's
I thought I could.
Going on.
Mike. I'm not sure whose it is. So I'm just going to quickly mute everyone on the side. I'm really hoping this.
I haven't got much better.
Oh, I think I've just muted someone as they started speaking to me. Oh no, who was that? Oh, I think it was Lydia.
I haven't got much better, so I might have to nip in and change my device.
That's all right, no worries. If you run off partway through, I'll know why. Good. Right, and relax off there. Going to move on to the upper body now. So arms up nice and straight, palms down, chest forward. I want you to draw those arms back. Turn your palms up as you draw level, and then just alternate that top hand. Can't see if that was just someone trying to join then, or if that was just my phone update. No, it's my phone update. Ignore me. So last one of the stretches. Then we're going to get into the glute activation work. Probably going to want a mat for the glute activation work. If you're inside, it might not be too important. But if you want to be quite comfortable, I'd recommend grabbing a mat just before we start. So vary the heights on these. Let some go a little bit lower. Let some go a little bit higher. Oh, God, don't whack your lights. And relax off there. So be starting off on the floor. Grab your mats if you need one. So we'll give everyone a minute to grab their mats if they're going to. But we will be starting off with glute bridges. So the way we're going to do this, what you're going to look for is feet planted, laying down almost in a sit-up position. And from here, what you're going to focus on doing is pushing through the heels, squeezing the glutes at the top, and then controlling your way down. So just get your positioning for now. We'll give it a minute or so, just so everyone's got a chance to grab a mat if they need to. Right, so get your positioning, feet set, and into those glute bridges. So straight in. We're doing this for time, so don't worry about counting reps or anything like that. Just working through those glute bridges, pressing through the heels, squeezing those glutes at the top. Main things to remember, if you start feeling this a lot on your lower back, take your feet a bit further away from your body. If you start feeling this a lot in your calf muscles, bring your feet a bit closer to your body. So just adjust your positioning where and when you need to. We want all that focus on the glutes to start with. Keeping those going nice and under control. Going to be going for about another 20 seconds on those. I'm going to be relaxing off in 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. What I want you to do next, bring one foot into the center in line with your spine and cross the other leg over. So you're isolating one side. We're going into the same movement, just off that single leg this time. If you start to struggle off a single leg, what you can do is pop your hands onto your hips, keep your elbows on the floor and push up through the hands as well as through that foot, just to get yourself that little bit of help if you need it to reach the top of your motion still. But I still just want you focusing on pressing through that heel, squeezing your glute at the top, emptying the lungs, controlling the way down. Keeping those going. Got just over 10 seconds left and we'll be doing the exact same on the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Exact same. This time isolating the opposite leg. Bring that foot on the floor in line with the spine. Into that same movement. And 20 seconds left. Really focus on squeezing that glute every single rep. And going to be relaxing off in 3, 2, 1. So whichever leg you just had isolated and crossed over the knee, so the leg that wasn't working, or you just stack on the side, and you're going to have that leg that wasn't working at the top. So what you're looking for here is going to be about a 90-degree angle at the back of the knee. In this position, just keep your upper body braced. What we do is try and keep your heels as close together as you can. Take the knees wide as you can, and then control the way in. So you're keeping the heels close, lifting your knee up and out to the side. So focus on the sides of the glutes now. With your upper body, just try and keep it balanced and relaxed. Shouldn't need to do any work with any of your upper body muscles. The main focus on this is as you open those knees out wide, keep the heels close. That's what's going to activate those sides of the glutes. Definitely the weaker part of your glutes, but we still want to get them working. Also going to help get the hip adductors and abductors working as well, getting movement through some of those smaller muscles. If you do start feeling like you're cramping up, just straighten the leg out a little bit, get some movement through it. I only got about 15 seconds left before we swap. In 3, 2, 1. Quick change onto the other side. Same positioning. Remember, you want that sort of 90-degree angle in the back of the knee. Get yourself set. Same movement. Keeping the heels close. Opening out. Just trying to lift up and out from the knee. Keeping those heels close. And with these, I really want to keep them slow. The quicker you do these, the less you're going to feel it in the sides of your glute. "20 seconds left to go on these." In 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Going to want to be on all fours next. So knees under hips, hands under shoulders. Whichever side was just not working on the bottom, I want you to start on that side. What you're going to do is draw your knee through to your chest, kick your heel up towards the ceiling. Draw that knee all the way through to the chest, kick the heel straight up to the ceiling. So it's a nice straight line you're working on. Kicking that heel up. Try and keep the lower back as relaxed as you can. You're not trying to make that kick super duper explosive. Just driving it up to squeeze the glutes at the top. Got just over 10 seconds left and we'll be swapping. In 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Exact same on the other side. So this time the other leg, drawing the knee through, driving the heel straight up. There's my desk, lovely. 20 seconds to go. Just got one more movement to go after this one. And in 3, 2, 1. What I want you to do now is lie completely flat to the floor. With the feet, what you want to do is turn the toes to point out, heels to point in. And from lying completely flat, all I want you to do is take a long, slow breath out, push the hips into the floor, squeeze your glutes as hard as you can, and hold that squeeze for your long, slow exhale. Should drag your feet and potentially your knees off the floor, holding that squeeze, and then relax. So it's one long, slow breath out, holding the squeeze in your glutes for as long as you can. Whole upper body relaxed, and then relax down. Deep breath in, and same again. Slow tempo on these. The important part is just holding that squeeze in your glutes. Final 15 seconds. And for 3, 2, 1, relax off there. Shake the legs off a little bit, get some movement through the lower body, and grab yourselves a drink if you need one. So that's the glute activation and almost like a mini glute workout to start off with, done and out of the way. What we're going to do now is just get a bit of recovery in first, especially for those last ones. It's quite common to cramp up a little bit in the glutes afterwards, so just give yourself a minute get some range of motion and some movement through the legs. And then we're going to move on to the leg workouts. So with this one, you can add some added weight if you've got it for the first few exercises. So if you do have a kettlebell, a bar, plates, dumbbells, anything like that, and you want to add those in, feel free to do so. If you don't have any, don't worry, because I've essentially made it so that it should be good with body weight. But it's completely up to you if you want to adjust it, add extra weight, keep your body weight. Completely up to you. So it's all just going to be done for time again. So no counting reps. Don't worry about being in rhythm. Our first movement is just going to be regular squats. If you've got a weight with a kettlebell, I would go goblet. With a barbell, I'd probably rack it onto your back. So get yourselves ready, and we'll be going into regular squats in. Then my time will just get all the way around in 3, 2, 1, and we go. So into those squats. Added weight if you want to, body weight if you want to, completely up to you. I've just done all that glute activation work, so I really want you to focus on pressing through the heels. And as you hit that top point, squeeze those glutes to the top. Keeping that tempo nice and controlled. Doesn't matter how many reps you get done in this time limit. Just make sure every rep, your hips get nice and low level with the knees, full range of motion. And going to relax off in 3, 2, 1. Next off, we've got split squats. There we go. Confident leg forward. I want you to dip straight down, press straight up. You're never quite locking out. So you're always keeping a slight bend in both legs. Keep your balance and focus on pushing through the heel on that front leg. And what you want to find at the bottom point is your knee, hips, shoulder, all in a nice straight line. Keeping those going. Dipping nice, straight down, straight up. All the back foot does is keep you balanced. So don't push into that back foot. Front leg's doing all the work. Back leg's just there to keep you balanced. If you feel really wobbly, you might want a longer distance between your feet. So stepping in a little bit further. And I'm going to swap sides in 3, 2, 1. Swap it over. Swapping that front foot. Exact same movement. If it's your less confident side, make sure you've still got plenty of room between your feet. What you don't want to do is take a really short step, because then you're going to get locked up under yourself. Make sure there's plenty of room. You can dip straight down, straight up. Final 15 seconds on these. And it's going to be frog squats next. So I'll show you these from a side angle so they're easier to see. In 3, 2, 1. What I want you to do is squat down, straighten the legs into an RDL, squat back down, then stand up. So it's squat down, RDL up, squat down, stand up. I wouldn't add any weight to these, just it will be quite hard to keep your bar positioned on your back. Might be okay with a kettlebell, but it's up to you. Keeping that movement going. So squat on the way down, then keep the chest low, straighten the legs, squat back down, and then stand up normally. Final 5 seconds. Going to have you relaxing off in 3, 2, 1. Pop your weights down for this one, because we're going to go for walkouts next. So keep your legs as straight as you can. Hands to the floor, walk out into that long arm plank. Pause for a second. And then walk all the way back in. Really try and test your flexibility on the way out and on the way in. Make these as difficult as you can. Much more about flexibility and mobility in these. But there is some work in there for the core as well. Final reps on these for 3, 2, 1. For this next one, I recommend having something to support yourself, like a desk or a chair, something like that. We're going to go for sissy squats. So you're going to want to be on your toes, heels off the floor, sitting down, knees forward, hips to your heels, and then stand up onto flat feet. So on the toes, sit to the heels, have something to support yourself, stand up onto flat feet. Keeping those going. These should burn the quads, burn the calves quite a lot. Just got one thing to go after these, and we are going to finish on a squat hold. So relax off from the sissy squats in 3, 2, 1. Shake the legs off. Get your feet positioned, and I want you all to drop down to the bottom of your squat hold or a wall sit, depending on where you're training. In 3, 2, 1. Dropping down. Hold at your bottom point and stay there. We'll be looking to be here for 30 seconds. So keep that positioning, keep that hold. You've just gone past 10. And there's 20 seconds, 10 seconds to hold. Keep those legs as static as you can. I'm going to have you relax off completely. In 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Spot on, guys. Well done. Just get your breath back. Get a bit of recovery time in. Shake those legs off, especially after that squat hold, and grab your drinks. So we are going to go through that same circuit one more time. For now, I just want you to take a minute to recover before we go for that second round. If you want to adjust your weights that you're using the tool, to get a bit more weight for your squats or a little bit less weight for your split squats, anything like that, if you do that now while you've got the chance, and then we'll all be ready for that second round. Just got about halfway through the rest break. So you've got about 30 seconds to get yourself set, get yourself ready, and we'll be starting on those squats once again. And let's get yourself set. So get the feet position in, get yourself ready. Going to be going into those squats. Grab your weights if you're using them, and we'll be going in 3, 2, 1, and we go. Working through those. Remember, you want to get nice and low on all of these, and you're still focusing on the glutes. So still really focus on pushing through those heels, squeezing the glutes at the top of every rep. Over halfway there. Keep that movement. Keep it slow. Keep it controlled. Don't worry about getting loads of reps done. 10 good reps is always better than 20 rush reps. I'm going to get into that split squat stance in 3, 2, 1. Confident leg forward and straight down, pressing straight up. Straight into those when you're ready. Keep those going, nice and controlled. Remember that bottom point, your back knee, your hips and your shoulder all want to be in a straight line. Going to be swapping just over 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Swapping that forward foot. Get yourself set, get your positioning, comfortable with the balance. Straight back in, dipping straight down, pressing straight up. Remember that front leg's doing all the work. Don't push off your back foot. It's the front leg where all the work wants to be. Keeping those going. 15 seconds to go. Three, 2, 1. Relax off there. Get that position for those frog squats. So remember, you're squatting all the way down. Keep the chest low, straighten those legs. Drop back down into your squat and then stand up. So remember, you're squatting down, straighten the legs with the chest low, squat back down, stand up and squeeze. Working through those. I wouldn't use a bar with these. Kettlebells, you might be all right. So squatting down, straighten those legs, keeping the chest low. You should feel your hamstrings scream at you at that point. Then drop back into the squat and then stand up. Still looking to keep a controlled tempo. You're not trying to get 40 reps done in 40 seconds. Controlled tempo, even if it's only 1 rep every 5 seconds. If it's a good rep, that's the important bit. 10 seconds to go. In 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Walkouts up next, so no weight added to this one. Legs straight. You're going to gently come down, walking out. Pause in that long arm plank. Walk all the way in. Remember, you're testing that hamstring flexibility on the way out and the way in. Final 5 seconds on these. Going to be relaxing off in 3, 2, 1. Grab that table or chair for support. Up onto the toes, heels off the floor. Dropping down, hips down to the heels. Use that for support. Stand up onto flat feet. Really good way to burn out the quads. Again, I wouldn't add weight to these. It's a stressful enough position as it is. So use that for support, dropping down, standing up to those flat feet. Got just over 30 seconds to go on these. No, we don't. Got about 20 seconds left to go on these actually, and then we're going to be on that squat hold to finish. Just burning out the legs. It's the last of the leg work that we've got to get through today. That'll be the lower body complete. In 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Shake the legs off. Get your position in. Want everyone to drop down into the bottom of that squat hold again. In 3, 2, 1. Dropping down into your squat hold. Holding at the bottom point. Timer's going. Try and focus on keeping hips and knees level. Breathing the whole way through. Keeping that tension on the legs throughout. Just gone past halfway. And you've got just over 5 seconds left. In 3, 2, 1. Relax off there. Shake the legs off. Get your breath back. Get some recovery in. That is all the leg work out the way. So definitely going to want a mat for this next bit. I am using a towel, but anything that means you're not going to be flat on the floor. We're going to go into the ab work next. So ab work is going to be a little bit higher tempo. Same rules. We're just going to go for time, not going to go for reps. But it's going to be much shorter circuit. But it will burn quite a bit more. But for now, just grab your drinks, shake the legs off, get some life back into the lower body, and then we'll get ready to go. All right, so starting off, we are going to be in a side lying position again. So what we're going to look for, positioning you want, is just to support your body. What we're going to look for is an elbow to knee on a side crunch, and then after that, you're going to go hand to toe on a side crunch. So what you're going to go elbow to knee, bent leg, hand to toe, straight leg. So get your positioning, get yourselves ready. I think a few of you might have already started, but we'll be going in properly in 3, 2, 1. In we go properly. So big breath out with every crunch. So every time your elbow gets to the knee, empty your lungs, lay flat. Big breath out, hand to toe, empty your lungs, lay flat. Working through those. I will not be joining in on the ab workout today because mine are still a little bit blitzed. Halfway there. Going to be doing the exact same on the other side in 3, 2, 1. Exact same on the other side. So elbow to knee, hand to toe. Elbow to knee, hand to toe. Trying to crunch into the obliques. That's your focus. If you need a light bend in the knee when you go hand to toe like I do, that's absolutely fine. Whatever you need to do to make it work. And we're going to go into mountain climbers next in 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers. So in a long arm plank position, just bouncing off those toes, running the knees forward, just above the floor. Keep those going. Again, you're just looking for a rhythm. You're not looking for super duper quick speeds. Going to be going back to those side crunches on your starting side in 3, 2, 1. Side crunches on the starting side again. I'm on the wrong way. So back to your side crunches, straight in, elbow to knee, hand to toe, elbow to knee, hand to toe. Working through those. Ten seconds, and you'll be swapping sides. 3, 2, 1. Swapping sides. Nice quick change. Straight into that same movement. Just over 10 seconds to go. I want you to go back to those mountain climbers. In 3, 2, 1. Straight back into your mountain climbers. So back into that long arm plank position, straight into your mountain climbers, nice and quick in your transitions. Get back into that rhythm, knees just popping forward. We've got one more movement to go after these. And then we'll finish on a plank after that one. And in 3, 2, 1. You're going to want to be in a tabletop position. So knees up, shins out, level parallel with the floor. And all you're going to do is lean through, chest up, relax down. Lean through, chest up, relax down. Always keeping knees up, shins parallel with the floor, lying flat, and then roll forward, control back. Main thing about these is you don't want to use any momentum. It wants to be nice and slow and controlled. Got about 15 seconds left on these. And then what I want everyone to go for is to shake off, get a breath, and then we're all going to finish in a short arm plank. In 3, 2, 1. Into that short arm plank. So forearms down, hips and shoulders level. Get that position. You can go from your knees or from your toes, whichever you prefer. And I believe we're all in. Straight into that if you're not already. And we're going to look to hold here for 45 seconds total. If you know you can't last 45 seconds in a plank, what we'll do is I'll give you a cue at 22.5 seconds in, so you know you're at the halfway point. You can take a 2-second breather and then jump back in. And you've just gone past halfway. So if you need to, take a second. If not, hold the whole way through. Keep the breathing, keep the core engaged. 10 seconds to go. Class complete, ab work complete, everything you got to worry about this morning complete. In 3, 2, 1. Relax off completely there. Catch your breath, guys. Grab your drinks. Shake off a little. That's all the hard stuff out of the way. You can unmute now if you want to unmute. That's all the work done. Let me make sure I've not got anyone like... Yeah, sweet. Yeah, you should be able to unmute if you're looking to unmute. There. So if you want to unmute, you can unmute. If not, just catch your breath, grab a drink, and I'll give you a minute before we stretch off. All the hard stuff's out of the way, though. Right, so what we'll do is start at the bottom and work our way up. So begin with feet with the toes forward, keep your legs straight. I want you to push your hips back, let your head hang down, reaching for your toes. And then big breath out, reach for the ceiling, hips forward, weight on your heels, taking a slight backwards bend. And then relax off there. You might want to grab something for balance. I'm going to stretch off the quads. And swapping. Same on the other side. And relax off there. Let's hug both those arms out. Dip your head, arch your back, push your shoulders away from yourself, draw your chest into your body. And then hug both hands all the way around. Chest forward, shoulders back, trying to meet your elbows together behind your back. Just going to quickly see what we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, God, I can't even count. There we go. And relax off there. Shoulders, straight arm across the body. And then look over the shoulder, you stretch it if you need to for a deeper stretch. And swapping over, same with the other side. And then triceps, hand on the back of the opposite shoulder, pushing your elbow to follow your wrist. And swapping, final stretch of this session, just getting that hold, pushing the elbow after the wrist. And relax off completely there.